heard you say, and it's all because I heard you say, and it's all because I walked your way. And I heard you say, I heard you say, and I heard you say, I heard you say, and I heard you say, I heard you say, I heard you say, I heard you say, and I heard you say, I heard you say, and I heard you say, and I heard you say, and I heard you I'm just right. You got to sit tight. Close your eyes and let your head roll down. Put your feet up off the ground. Just an ordinary day. Till you came around, I had my head straight and sound. And they told me that just an ordinary day. Till you came around, and now my life's on the bounce. Just like that. And it's all because I walked your way. And it's all because I heard you say, and I should've known to stay away.
I heard you say, I heard you say, I heard you say.
I heard you say.
Actually, that should be our song.
Oh, that's a good
That's your
one.
song.
This is the remix. Welcome to it. This is TrendingSA. Alrighty. Woo! We are live on SABC3. We're also live streaming on TrendingSA.tv. And we're also on Facebook. We're streaming on Facebook. So please keep in touch with us on all of our social media using the platform and the hashtag #on3. Now let me introduce you to the team. On my right is the lady with the files, our favorite artist of 2018, our favorite glamour of 2018. This is Miss Cooley Roberts! Woo!
I'm not your cougar. I'm not your cougar. Ooh, cougar, mama. Lily, Moscow.
Are these real children?
Sorry, Lala?
Are these the real children?
These are beautiful blondes. They were at my party. They're Adam Levine's nieces, and they were following me around. It was very, very difficult to take a selfie because I have these two blondes all the time. But I love them, and they're absolutely fantastic, and they're invited again next year. We love you, babies.
Wow, I love it. All right, so what's on your timeline tonight?
Woo, on tonight, that's what's about. We look at a tour between Upel Tusi and Ulasizwe. This is because of DJ Maporisa's song, Iwok Yepara and Beyoncé. I have the details of what went down. You don't want to go anywhere. It's drama. It's young boys and hot Mama Panther.
I was today years old when I found out exactly what Iwok Yepara means. Musa will explain it to us a little bit later on. He'll actually do it for us, right? Then on my left is our punchline sister, a.k.a. Mrs. I have a boyfriend from now on, Nina Hastings!
Whoa! Sam Mhlelela, what was happening here?
Man, that's our friend Sonia Mbele.
The beauty.
Yes, she had, it was her birthday as well, and also she was launching a shoe range.
So she's a producer, she's an actress, and now she's a designer.
She is, yeah.
She's a mogul,
Yeah,
a mogul.
She's a real mogul. She's a real mogul. A mogul or a mogul?
It's not my first language. So what's on your timeline tonight?
Listen, tonight's In Other News is all about drinking and driving, a campaign that sort of dominated our timelines this week after there was this drive-through bar. Imagine a drive-through bar that popped up on William Nicol Drive.
Yeah.
William Nicol Drive, by the way, is a road in Johannesburg where a broken down truck on William Nicol.
In the left
it's from
lane.
the same. That's where William Nicol comes from. Anyway, yeah.
Listen, they're turning that to Winnie Mandela.
Yes, they must do it now already.
They're going to do that.
Broken down truck on William Mandela.
Mandela.
Mandela. And now on to our sexy doctor, delectable chocolate munchie. This is Cosmo's sexiest man. I'm calling it into the universe. Dr. Musa Mtombeni.
No, you are your wife.
No, not my wife. A friend of mine were
cougar.
at a Mamulo.
What's a
We're
Mamulo?
at a Murmulo.
Okay.
Is that an Ermelo?
No. This was in Pietermaritzburg, a Murmulo in Pietermaritzburg.
We like that. We like that.
Yes. This was this past weekend. This is my friend Sive, and we went down just to
Sive?
support my
Sive,
boy.
that used to be our producer, Sive.
That is the one. Correct. Don't get it wrong. So what's on my timeline tonight? I'll be looking at the hashtag that is hashtag Grace Mugabe. She trended today after a warrant of arrest has been sent out for her by the MPA for that little extension called incident. And then, of course, we've got Beyoncé as well as Global Citizen. Those were the other hashtags that trended on the timeline.
I love it. All right, so I am your Madam Speaker. Hello, everybody. I am Babi Muloy. Good evening to you. Good evening. Good evening.
Wow.
Good evening.
That hot body that was written about in that magazine.
Oh my goodness. Ghana, my magazine is still on shelves.
Kaloku, your magazine will always be on shelf because you are hot.
Oh my
You
God.
need to be inspired.
Do you know how much of like a dream come true it is to live this life for me? Because I've always been an overweight person all my life. And so to be able to have conquered that thing that was always the monkey on my back it's like, that's why I post so much of it. And I'm so grateful all the time.
How rich are you?
What? Because you're looking
always
at my
alone
Pilates,
in the gym.
My
You're always
Pilates
alone in the
studio
gym.
at my house.
Lala, you
Limpopo. Speaking about Limpopo, today we have Sho Madjozi in studio. Yes. Wakanda forever. Okay, so she finally dropped her debut album, Limpopo's Champion League. Okay, and she's back on the show to talk about that very exciting project and her very successful year. So stick around for that. You know what to do. All of the hashtags SA on 3. Tag us on Twitter at TrendingSA on 3. Facebook and Instagram, TrendingSA. Use the hashtag and also tag at SABC3. Listen, and now, babies, we dance.
What are you doing?
What? I'm a professional. Welcome back. You're watching TrendingSA on SABC3. Now remember, we are streaming live on TrendingSA.tv. That is our website. And then there's a website called Facebook. We are streaming live there. And then on SABC3, owned by us all, we are live right here. Speaking of Facebook, let's have a look at what you have been saying. This is from Gosnati J saying, finally, it's TrendingSA time. I swear, if I miss today's episode tomorrow, I will need counseling. Great show, guys. Keep it up as always. Shout out to people who need counseling and go to counseling. That's a very good thing. Sabelo Lyric Trele says, I'm elated and over the moon just to take over in the couches alone throughout this trending tour hour. Can't wait for revealing this cool packed episode. And I love y'all, especially the one and only Dr. Musa Mtombeni.
Oh, really now?
Wow, Musa.
Musa,
You gotta stop paying your friends to do
Exactly,
this thing,
babe.
eh?
It's so corny and so like 2017.
Oh. Thank you so much, Musa, for that weird thing. All right, listen, remember you can tag us on Twitter and on Facebook using our hashtag. It's on3. Musa, what have you got for us tonight?
Right, so first up on tonight's updates, we're looking at Beyoncé. And hashtag Global Citizen Festival. It trended on my timeline today following her Insta post that was shared yesterday. Yes, we had to wait a long time to get recognized by the Queen, but thanks to me and my beautiful, charming skills, I spoke to her and she said, it's fine, baby boo.
Wow.
I will do it for you. And she shared the video on her timeline and that took the country by storm. Take a look at this wonderful video.
Yes, yes.
How do you do it? So what is it?
It's the walk of the para. The paras do this. I'm sure you've seen them. They
What's
stand
a
like
para?
this. A para is the guys that mug you in town.
Wow.
Yeah, so they keep their hands behind them like that, walk like this, and they walk towards you like that. Your phone is gone after that. Well, anyway, listen, a lot of crazy things happened and tweets went crazy, especially because she had used DJ Maporisa's song as a backing track for this video. Let's see how you guys reacted to this news. Google it here saying that very kind of Beyoncé to provide clarity on the Song of the Year matter. It was looking bleak. Another one coming through from Dubs saying Beyonce's team went through the comments and saw how touched we were about not her uploading anything Global Citizen. They had to check footage and start editing with a touch of DJ Maporisa to make up so that Beyonce can post. And the last one for now, Tabang saying that I'm just glad Beyonce didn't use one of Casper's hymns because wow, our timelines would be a mess. Look, if you're just a humble young guy from Mavtown, you can do whatever you want. And if she chooses to do it, then she's done it. Not only did Queen Bee post about her experience in South Africa, but she also gave a shout out to local designers that dressed and styled her during her stay in South Africa.
Nice.
So, like this one here, this was on Facebook saying, thank you to all the talented African designers who kept me feeling fresh. Y'all go so hard, I know. And I think Genile boy with like this. Now, the man of the moment, DJ Maporisa, responded to the Queen's gesture with a simple, humble response because he's a humble boy, not from Mufftown. And it is, I'm out of words. Now, to celebrate the song, now making waves internationally, myself and the squad went out of our way and we sat for many hours since yesterday, editing, putting things together, removing, adding, just to give you this glory. Check it out.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So great!
Right, now moving on to another hashtag. This one is hashtag Grace Mugabe. Earlier today, the National Prosecuting Authority issued an arrest warrant for former President, First Lady rather, for alleged assault on SA model Gabriella Engels. Now, news broke about the arrest warrant when the lobby group AfriForum and the NPA announced at a press conference. Now, Grace Mugabe's hot temper earned her the nickname Disgrace. And well, in the name of disgrace, I thought maybe we can help her out with a few tips on how to escape jail, because she's got a highly successful chance of getting out. And maybe you might even find a chance, maybe you're even arrested in South Africa. So we're presenting to you 4 different ways that Grace can get out of jail. Number 1, she can hire out some of her prison friends that she will have to dig a tunnel underground like El Chapo did. That is number 1. Number 2.
Grace could use, guys, she could use yoga. She could stretch herself thin like this. And then she could use petroleum jelly and get through the bars.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Exactly like that.
I can't look at that man's face.
He's very
Mrs.
scary.
Mozambique. Of course, number 3, Grace could start a relationship with the head warden and become the first lady of prison. That way the head warden could help smuggle her out.
When you're good to mama,
Mama's will
good
be
to
you.
I know,
Yes.
but I think Mom Grace could use the very same extension cord that she used allegedly in the infamous battle to scale down the prison walls. Ba-da-doo, 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 ba-doo.
Asa.
Listen, that ends my update for tonight. And as I walk back, I would like the same theme music. 1, 2, 3, go. Ting, 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 ting. Okay, thanks.
On to another hashtag that popped up on my timeline today. The hashtag was, what if we all? So let's have a look at what people were saying under this hashtag, right? All right, so we're going to get to these tweets by Lasizwe in just a little while, because we're going to start with Moleboheng, who says, what if we all, as men, stop having a general sense of entitlement? What if I thought differently to if I bought her alcohol, then she must sleep with me. This is King saying, what if we all just stop being homophobic? Don't you think our brothers and sisters have suffered enough? Ain't you tired of always being disgusted, angry at someone you don't even know and they don't even care about you? Shaking my head. Now, that last tweet from Maziti_Z reminded me of a story that I saw yesterday about the Afrikaans rapper Jack Parrow. You may have seen this, right? So he got into some hot water for a tweet that he shared on his account yesterday. And this was the tweet. I don't want to read this out loud, but you can see what it all is, right? So it's a picture of some men, a picture of his alcoholic beverage, and the commentary on both of these photographs.
Absolutely disgusting. I mean, it's ridiculous. Well, of course, people weren't impressed with the tweet. And I saw that a number of LGBTQ plus members were offended by his tweet. Even social entertainer Ulasizwe had a few words about Jack Parrow's tweet. Ulasizwe, what's good, Jack Parrow? I'm completely offended. He's upset, Upapa. Amehlo elanduza red faces. 2018 is ending and we still have homophobic people, sis. What is your intention with your tweets below? What is an offie? Jack Parrow, you are cancelled. And yes, Budi, you are cancelled. It's disgusting. It's 2018. Get a grip.
Yeah, anyway, so Jack Parrow finally responds then with this tweet. Okay, so I would like to sincerely apologize for yesterday's post on social media. My social media manager created and posted a meme that's very offensive, and being the silly season, my manager being on leave, I personally didn't have the time to look at it properly before it was posted. My management is busy dealing with the social team accordingly. Blah, blah, blah. It just sounds like nonsense.
Nyoso. So listen, if you read that word for word, right, at some point he says that he did not have the time to look at it properly before it was posted. So that suggests that he did see the post and okayed the post. He just didn't have the time to look at it properly, which means that he knew that this post and its intention was what it was, but he just didn't take responsibility for it properly. I think you should just take the L.
Look, it's a disaster and people must take their L's. It reminds me of another situation that exists, and that's a recent story of Kevin Hart dropping out of the Oscars and having to host them after the Academy asked him to apologize for his homophobic comments that he made in the past. And he just went out and flatly refused. Take a look at his response.
The Academy, and that call basically said, Kevin, apologize for your tweets of old, or we're going to have to move on and find another host. Talking about the tweets from 2009, 2010. I chose to pass. I passed on the apology. The reason why I passed is because I've addressed this several times. This is not the first time this has come up. I've addressed it. I've spoken on it. I've said where the rights and wrongs were. I've said who I am now versus who I was then. I've done it. I've done it. I'm not going to continue to go back and tap into the days of old when I moved on and I'm in a completely different space in my life. The same energy that went into finding those old tweets could be the same energy put into finding the response to the questions that have been asked years after years after years. We feed in the internet trolls and we reward them. I'm not going to do it, man. I'm going to be me. I'm going to stand my ground. Regardless, Academy, I'm thankful and appreciative of the opportunity. If it goes away, no harm, no foul.
I mean, I don't know about you, but that makes me feel really uncomfortable. Like, it just leaves me with an uncomfortable, yucky feeling. He sounds like an a-hole. Can I say that on TV? Yes. Because, but, then the bigger question exists, right? So somebody who's been, for example, bigoted in the past, right? They've since apologized for their bigotry. Should they continue to pay for their wrongdoing in perpetuity forever, ever? Or is there a time limit for the offense? What do you think, guys?
Well, unfortunately, we're in the space where things will come up again because it is social media. He should have apologized. I wanted to see remorse, even if he didn't mean it, just like some kind of remorse, just apologize. I mean, it wouldn't have taken anything away from him.
Yeah, but look, how many times are you going to apologize for things that you've done wrong, that you've apologized for, and now you need to continue to keep apologizing for them? He says something in the clip. He says, the same energy you use to dig up the tweets is the energy you can use to find the response that I gave for that. And I think that's also important, that, you know what, you've done wrong, and if you're going to go out and highlight and screenshot and send my tweets out, there's definitely a response that exists somewhere. But how he says things in that video is a little blasé, and I don't like it.
In the same breath, in the same energy that he made this video, he could have just made an apology video.
Exactly.
But also, there's a lot to be taken into account in terms of the global resocialization. We're in a space when we acknowledge minority groups, where we are no longer perpetuating bigoted ideas, where we're in a space where maybe 10 years ago, 15 years ago, he was in a position where people were being bigots towards him. And you've got to understand that you can also be in a position of oppression as well as of privilege at the same time. And it's just like, if we're living in that space and if we're driving down that highway, come on, man, you got to look left and right.
But I think that it's a great teaching moment. I think that maybe he and his PR team could have taken this and been quite clever about it, right? Taken on the lesson and said, look, back then, these are some of the views that I thought were funny. Maybe he didn't even hold those views. He thought it was funny to say things like that. And now I've learned that it's not funny to say something like that. And here is $100 million. I'm going to build an LGBTQI community center for children who are kicked out of their homes because their parents are homophobic.
That's
you know
what
what I'm saying?
Pharaoh should do with his stuff.
Exactly. So take the proceeds from that alcohol and make something really good happen for the community. Let us know what your opinions are with the hashtag TsA on 3. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Columbia, this is Houston, 1 minute, 30 seconds, LOS, all systems go, over. 109 hours, 19 minutes, 16 seconds. Houston, the deal ready to Houston, loud, clear, and we're getting a picture of the TV. Come now, step off the limb now. It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
You're still watching TrendingSA right here on SABC3. TrendingSA! And we're here with the squad. It's live TV. Anything is possible. Now, do not forget, Sho Madjozi is our WCW guest tonight. All right, so if you have any questions and comments for her, send them through to us using the hashtag #on3. Now, Siskuli, you have some tweets for us. You haven't read tweets in so long.
Nalika.
Please read them.
Right, let's have a look what people are saying on the Twitter streets. Ukabelo Uti TrendingSA on 3. Is there anything greater than Tsar entrance?
Who's that man?
That man is the bigger juju. He's smaller.
I prefer the chubby ass.
And then the last one from Luhle Uti TrendingSA on 3. My crush is on my favorite show tonight. Please get her to say hi to me. Dr. Musa, my man, I'm trusting you with this job. Tsar on 3. Okay, Musa, you say hi.
I'm going to marry everyone on the show.
Okay, thank you very much, Luhle. And happy birthday to Sihle. We love you, Sihle. Happy birthday. Sihle, come to my party.
That's the weirdest thing. Listen, we really love hearing from you. Thank you so much for all of your posts. Use the hashtag #on3 and do not forget to tag at SABC3. It is now time for In Other News.
Dark Child.
In other news tonight is a story that came out last week about a supposed alcohol drive-through bar on William Nicol Drive. Okay, so this is what happened, right? Well, what happened was the alleged pub was to be open for motorists who needed a quick fix. Gross. It eventually came out that this was a campaign actually launched by the Association for Alcohol Responsibility and Education, or AWARE, in partnership with the Road Traffic Management Corporasie. So the Aware CEO, Ingrid Lowe, said that the bar allowed South Africans the opportunity, I like this, to take a look at themselves and reflect on their choices of getting behind the wheel when they've been drinking. So essentially it was a red herring. Lowe explained that after 20 years of campaigns and initiatives, and they're always like, don't drink and drive, don't do this, and shocking images and the broken car on the side and all that, it doesn't stop. South Africans' drinking behavior hasn't changed, especially during the festive season. We have massively high mortality rates, and we continue to see irresponsible drinking and driving, or even walking, which is perpetuated with little or no regard for consequence. Excuse my self-righteous voice, but I've been sober for 5 years, and I enjoy my self-righteousness. Therefore, it became apparent that we needed to find a way to communicate this message: don't drink and drive or walk, in a more compelling manner, right? So what are the drivers that actually drive through this pub? They stop at this drive-through pub, and guess what they got? Well, they got served juice.
Nice.
And they got handed pamphlets, and they were given a few stern words to motorists on how to be responsible during the festive season. Well done. I like this campaign. This is my thing. This is it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I am now aware. And that now ends my In Other News. Back over to you, Parby.
I love it. Thank you so much to our reporter on the left-hand side of myself, Nina Hasty.
That's
It is now time to tune over to That's So Savage.
On Tonight, That's So Savage, we take a look at the tour. Okay, this is a tour. It is a war that happens on Twitter. Okay, this tour went down between Lasizwe and Pearl Thusi. It's a war, guys. It happened today, and this was all caused by a tweet from Lasizwe insinuating that DJ Maporisa's Naile walk was only lit because Beyoncé posted about it. I mean, really. He was joking. Was strong and lit tweets. Utu Lasizwe, all of a sudden, Naile walk sounds so good after Beyoncé posted it. Fire. Abantu batsaleka because bayathanda utsaleka. Pearl Thusi then responded. Wathi usisi, wathi the idea that American validation is the only thing that makes us greater is what holds us back the most, Yazi. But anyway, it holds us back. Yes, Pearl.
Afrocentricity.
And then at Pearl, when did it not sound good?
Yes.
Okay, when did it not sound good? Okay, I think Upel wasn't trying to fetch Lasizwe, but she clearly touched a nerve because Lasizwe responded with this shady tweet. Oh my gosh, Beyoncé reminded me, just like America's Quantico reminded me about you.
Irresponsible tweeting.
What? But in true Queen of Clapback style, Upel decided to school Lasizwe Mastrong and Utenu Mama Panther. Mama Panther, okay, Sizwe, let's play. Yeah. If you took me seriously only because I worked on an American production, then you further are proving that American validation is all that matters to you.
Yeah.
So nothing African is powered to you until it is regurgitated back to you by an American superstar?
Why?
Okay, Itoyabo just went on and on and on. None of them were letting up at all. Like I usually say, guys, never ever fight on social media because you might find that you're fighting with a 2-year-old. Jongan. Why to see Pearl? Our paychecks don't look the same, babe. Stop this. Shows on any channels don't have the same budget. Oh, why to Lasizwe Oksalayo? You are 30-something arguing with a 20-year-old. Love you, Auntie Pearl. Guys, anyway, that brings an end to my savage. I don't understand the ageism. Ageism ingenapi, age kapele ingenapi. Come on, guys, stop fighting. Make love, not war.
Sure, guys.
Anyway, I think to move on from all of that pettiness, let's have a look at a video that will take us to ad break, and from the ad break, we'll come back to us, because this is TrendingSA on SABC3. I never.
Fighting with a 20-year-old.
What?
set up, living better. I could show you levels, never.
Broke niggas make me itch, and I'm quick to tell a dog nigga sit. What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? No competition. What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? I don't see it. What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? I don't see it. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Lily.
What's that?
Yes, indeed. It's us.
It is us.
TrendingSA, right here in this pity of social media on TrendingSA on 3. Listen, we're also on Facebook. We're also on TrendingSA.tv. So tag us, keep liking our posts. We'll keep liking your posts. We'll communicate like the
Ghostbusters.
combos that are communicating. All right, the hashtag to use is star on 3 and at are you okay? Are you okay?
I was stuck in the 80s for a second.
Are you okay?
I mean,
All right, so
sure.
listen, let us introduce our Woman Crush Wednesday. We're all very, very excited to see her again on our show, especially Dr. Musa, who has bought an engagement ring.
Again.
They've never met before. I don't know how this is going to work out.
Wiping this chair.
You are so strange. Now, can I introduce her?
Yes.
She is an extremely talented rapper, poet, songwriter. She has dominated the musical charts with her eclectic sound. She is undoubtedly the 2018 breakout artist. I was speaking to her backstage, and she was saying that everyone said, you know, you can't do it in 2018 the way you did in 2017. And she was like, let me show you. And how she showed us all was being selected for the Global Citizen lineup. She even performed at the Brooklyn, New York Afro-Punk Festival. Now, if you've seen her live, you know her electric performances are a sight to behold on stage. I'm so excited to welcome Maya back. This is the Huku hitmaker, Sho
Why is his hair so slippery? I don't know.
What has this been doing? Hello, Sissy.
Hi.
Welcome
Thank
back.
you so much.
Listen, I mean, all of these things that I've been quoting in
Yes.
your intro, Afro-Punk in Brooklyn, Global Citizen.
That
all
Dubai
of-
joint is
all right,
well,
all of the different things that you've been doing with your apparel and attire, and even all of the I mean, girl, how would you describe 2018 for you?
Yo, 2018 has been absolutely phenomenal. But I would also say that is just the beginning. I think hopefully we've shown people that betting against us is not gonna yield great results. Because people said this in 2017, you know, that she's had too much of a good year, she's not gonna top it. And then
But
we
what do
still
you,
had
what
to
do
come
you mean
through.
betting against us? Do you think we, as
Yeah.
South Africans, bet against ourselves as South Africans? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know, but I know that, like, obviously a lot of people were like, oh, she's just like a one-hit wonder. After Dumi Phone.
Of course.
And they said Huku was not gonna happen.
Hit,
And then it
yeah,
did.
snap.
Yeah. So, you know, for me, I'm just encouraged to keep going.
Baby, you're not a one-hit wonder. You're absolutely fantastic. So fantastic. You recently launched a clothing line with a fantastic retail store nationwide. Now, tell us about the collaboration. And also tell us about your pieces, your key pieces. What should we look out for?
Thank you. And also, I love you guys. You guys are literally giving
We
me
love you
life.
too.
We love you too, Jessica.
We love you so much.
Slow down, Musa. Slow down.
You make us proud.
Slow down.
No, me and Musa could never be a thing. He dated a friend of mine.
Hi, too much information.
It could never be.
Nana, it's not about rumors, it's about your clothing. Tell us about your clothing.
My clothing line is available at Edgar's. We have this collaboration together. And
What kind of pieces
obviously-
can we look out for?
So some pieces are just about me. Like I wanted to give also young girls an opportunity to do something that has Sho Madjozi on it. Because a lot of the time they can't come to the gigs that I do because of the nature of the late nightness and the fitness. So I wanted to give something for youngsters, and then I wanted to do stuff that I want to wear and can't find in stores.
Okay.
So these trousers,
know.
I can go
Yeah.
purchase them tomorrow.
Definitely.
Wow,
So Young Fly
babe.
Africa, that's something that I put on my album cover, I put on some of the clothing.
Is that a shrug on the t-shirt?
Yeah.
That is
so we'll be
stunning.
introducing little Spelani as well. So as time goes, people should just keep an eye out. And Edgar's, we're basically going to have every couple of weeks. Just keep adding.
Stunning, lovely, lovely. Stop talking about those people and punching them. Let's punch
That's
you,
true.
Nana. You won a style award, most innovative celebrity. Tell us about your style as an artist, a performer, and then tell us about your style as Maya. What is the difference? Because I mean that is quite demure, classic, and then this is lovely and vibrant. Tell us about the difference, Lala.
So for me, obviously performing, I dress up to perform. And for me, the best form of dressing up is like color block, bright colors.
More tradition.
Yeah, and then bringing Shivela forever. Right? Exactly. So what I saw basically, like the women in my family dressing up. That would be like popping makeup, bright colors, color block. But when I'm color blocking, but when I'm chilling just as Maya, like I'm tracksuit mafia through and through.
Okay.
I remember flying back from Afropunk. I was flying economy, and they tried to upgrade me to business class, but they were like, but you'd have to dress a little bit more formal. Because I was wearing tracksuit. I'm like, this is. They were like, you'd have to be dressed more business, and I was like, this is business for me. I never knew this.
With your man.
Wow.
I was like, I'd rather sit business, guys. I'm
You wanna be
committed to tracksuit mafia. I'm committed to the vibe. I was also wearing the toughest kicks that day. There was no way I was going to take off the fly kicks. There was just no way.
Not that day.
Not that day.
Right, so let's talk music. Limpopo Champions League.
Yes.
Out, it came out, bangers and bangers and bangers. Tell us more about the album, what we should expect.
The album came out on Friday.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
So happy.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's important
clap.
that you exist. I'm sorry I'm interrupting you. It's just so important that you exist.
I appreciate that.
People
Thank
need
you.
a hero.
Thank you so much. And this album has done something that I was not expecting. I can't believe it's only been out for less than a week now. About half of the songs are already on like the top 100 of downloads and everything. And then, because all the songs are quite different on the album, so everybody finds something in there that they really like. But just thank you to everyone at home, because I'm completely independent, and so we just release music and hope people will hear it. You know, there's no one like putting a bunch of money making sure my music is heard where it needs to be. It's literally just fans pushing the music, and so that's why I really appreciate everything.
And you offering
remarkable.
quality.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So let's talk Tonga music. I mean, we've had like people in the past that you sing about Papa Penny.
Yes.
But you're like, do you think you're the cool version of that language, or is it like more relevant now to the young people?
Probably that, because those people, like Papa Penny was very cool back in that time, and I think he's still cool now. So I think there's also a difference between like Xitsonga music as a genre and using the Xitsonga language to make other kinds of music. So I'll make hip hop. Like one of the favorites right now on my album is this song with Kwesta called Wapengana. And it's purely hip hop, but I'm rapping in Tsonga. So the idea that I would be representing in my language in genres that exist, that's probably something that is slightly different. So for some reason, even people who are Tsonga just felt they couldn't rap in Tsonga or couldn't do mainstream or other genres in Tsonga, right? But, I obviously can't be credited with bringing Shibelani music into, But
You've always been very honest and like self-aware about that in the way that you know that like these are just the things that you like, and so you're doing the things that you like. You know what I mean? Not like you're holding a flag for any sort of movement necessarily.
And I never intended. It was very natural for me when I was in a studio, and like I've said many times, I came in as a ghostwriter. So I can write in Zulu, I can write in Sepedi, I can write in English, obviously. But I felt that like Zulu rappers don't think about are they gonna rap in Zulu? They just do.
They just do it.
You know, and nobody says, oh, Java Ganti, why are
Yeah.
you doing Zulu now?
Yeah.
So it felt natural to me that I would also use my own language. But Ganti, that was gonna start a whole thing.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So, okay, you shot this documentary. Was it earlier this year about the Shibelani skirt?
Yeah, I started shooting it last year.
Okay.
Oh no, this year. Guys, it's not over.
Yeah,
2018,
2018, guys.
Oh my God.
2018. So, do you want to give us a little bit of information about it? I mean, you spoke about it the last time you were on the show, and the specific skirt that you're wearing right now. But tell us a little bit more about the history of the skirt and what it represents within your culture.
Yes. Shibelani is used functionally as something to dance in.
Okay.
It's actually, we call it Shibelani after the Shibelani dance.
Okay.
So it's just the skirt that people would wear when doing Shibelani dance.
Okay.
But it used to be called Tingubu, and all this stuff. So yeah, there's a whole history behind it, and it's evolved so much. And so I would get criticized by Vatsonga Kuloni for wearing like it very short or wearing it in an outdated style or something. Because if you look at the modern Shibelanis, they're cloth ones, folded cloth with like very, very bright colors, whereas I prefer this style, which is what I grew up seeing, right? So this is almost vintage. This is like women in the 90s and early 2000s were wearing woolly ones.
Yeah.
And then it transformed, right? So I just wanted to say, guys, it's evolved. It used to be very short when my grandmother was young, and then it was banned by the missionaries, and then when it came back, it was very long. Yeah, so then when people criticize me and say, like, you're not sticking true to Tsonga tradition by wearing it very short, I say, okay, but which part of Tsonga tradition? Because it's actually evolved. And then I feel that I, as a Tsonga person, and my generation also have the right to determine where it goes next.
Of course, you're going
we
to be
can
wearing
evolve
it.
it too, yeah. And then, yeah, we create that fashion, and now that kind of Shibelani is kind of coming back. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, all throughout history, it's been people influencing art and culture and fashion.
Post-modernism.
You know? And it's only African culture that is not allowed to evolve. That's the one that has to stay in its little box the way it was when colonialism began.
Right.
Like, no, it must also evolve so
course
that
it
it
must.
remains relevant.
So back to the music, you spoke about it. Do Me Your Phone comes out.
Yes.
And a lot of artists at that point would think, I need to put an album together very quickly because I'm hot right now. So that, you know, the wave can continue running.
Yeah.
Why did you take so long between Do Me Your Phone and releasing Limpopo Champions League?
I had bookings.
Yes.
I was making songs, but I also like, it's hard because the thing is, you can make a song and not necessarily be a musician. Like you can have, at this point, you can have a viral Twitter video and have that be put on a GOM track and now you have a song, right?
Okay.
But it doesn't necessarily mean your career from here on out is as a musician. When you make an album, you really commit and say like, I'm really a musician now. Because you can't have an album and not be, like at that point, you're in it.
You gotta
know,
support it.
yeah, now you like, you're fully in, like you commit to that
But
industry.
it's a body of work as well, which I suspect is different to just releasing pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But a lot of people would also say like now, like, why release a body of
Okay.
work when you can just release singles?
Yes.
And for me, it's because like I have so many different demographics that I speak to. So if I do a proper like Shangane Electro or like Shibelani song, it's for specific markets. But then I have like the GOM and then I have pop and I have all these things. So I can't release one. I thought, let me bring it all out at the same time.
Or we read positive things about you. Where are the scandals? Where are the scandals? Why are we not reading scandals about you?
Because I'm a very open person.
Also, you're too busy, isn't it?
That's also true. And like, I don't really focus on like the L's. Like, it's hard. Life is really, really tricky, like sometimes, and you go through really hard stuff. And sometimes I think maybe I should post some of the difficulties so people don't think it's just glam. I was stuck at the airport for 24 hours just now. Like, I missed a lot of things I was supposed to do, but you come out and you put out the best show you can, and you do that. And I think actually I'm proud of myself because with that level of wins that I've had probably equally big L's that you have to take. I mean, it's that way, but I'm proud of myself for stepping up above. And I think to whom much is given, much is also expected.
1,000.
You know, and yeah, then you step above. There's no way you're gonna reach the level you want to reach without also experiencing hardships.
100%.
you know, we
Tell
try.
me about Global Citizen. What was your experience like there?
Global
We loved you,
Citizen.
by the way.
Very.
Thank you so much.
Very.
I had
So
to
proud.
watch it and be like, what are these people going on about? And then I saw it, I was like, wow, this actually looks cool.
You were awesome.
Shout out to my team because you guys really held it down because it was crazy. I mean, the level of production is so much, you know, that you get even like anxious because everyone's talking to you, do this, da 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 da, and then you have to get up there and remember like it's just a show. It's just like if I was performing in front of like 100 people in a tavern in Elim or something. You still have to entertain those people, and sometimes people in taverns are harder.
Yes.
Akujulanga amabhotile.
Hey, like so, you know, so you have to come out there and give a great show. And I'm so happy that I didn't crumble under the pressure because I remember the night before we went there and you see the stadium and you really like 100,000 people are going to be here tomorrow. And I remember this Eminem song that came into my mind where it was like, you only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. And like literally you can rise to the occasion or you can crumble. That's it. Yeah, and I looked at all the people that I admire and all the difference between them and people we don't know is that they rose up to the occasion. So.
Okay, we are fangirling hard, Sho Madjozi. In about 20 seconds, what's next? What can we expect next year and beyond?
So I'm going to be pushing my album, and next year my documentary actually gets released, which I'm very excited about. The clothing line is going to continue.
Brilliant.
And for me, my personal goal is to travel more around Africa and just see more of the continent.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sho Madjozi! We love you so, so very much. Thanks for being
Thank
here
you
and
so
come back
much.
more often, all right? The hashtag to use is *on3. We will BRB after this, babies.
Madjozi. Hey, nikombela ku bathola ubusuwana man. From last year vanhu lava va nga tshami mhaka wena. Nikombela va tsiki man loko va hleka tiwani va vona no mbala tindzisana.
Nisuka ni famba ni songa the bed shona ni lo mama Xitsonga the best ni dakwa ni langwa ni longa the rest but lava they don't got the bread and they don't got the head I might just go harder than go to cement I didn't get my head there's too many men I never really I'm too very paid lavanga ni latla I'm sure they regret but I'm they're so very mad think you can catch me like sober forget once I got the back I go over your head Madjozi is doing the things like whatever that makes the deep picture and past to be done I go on a cruise with a booze and a liter grate homisa I'm Kevin Durant might go and geek on a run don't ask when if you can man I'm in it I'm the son of a gun I came here by force and I leave when I want Liverpool Champions League itanga kufana na Mbappe Liverpool Champions League itanga kufana na Liverpool Champions League itanga kufana na Mbappe Liverpool Champions League itanga kufana na Sipala ni habombo amwena ya bombo ina bombo ina bombo Sipala ni habombo amwena ya bombo ina bombo ina bombo I came here from Limpopo I came here riding solo came here on the N1 but I ain't going back on the same one y'all better get me a plane now getting used to the fame now if it ain't work I don't wanna know boy if it ain't worth it I don't wanna go
Gusha swava magushe. Hayi bomba ixipelana.
Pini bar, I think over like every day. Liverpool Champions League, itanga kufana na Mbappe. Liverpool Champions League, itanga kufana na Liverpool Champions League, itanga kufana na Mbappe. Liverpool Champions League, itanga kufana na
You know, very often we complain about, you know, oh, where's the country going? Oh, our people. You look at a person like Sho Madjozi and you understand that we are in safe hands. These are the custodians of culture, language, everything that we love. So welcome back. This is TrendingSA on SABC3. Nina, let me know what is up on WhatsApp. Me and everyone else who's watching the show. Thanks.
Hold my hand, baby.
Oh, sure.
You guys want to hold? Are you scared of what I'm going to say? That's why you have to hold hands. You guys are such weirdos. So I saw this video making the rounds on the net, and everyone's been sharing it. I love it. So to give you some context, this clip is part of a documentary made by Dr. Neville Alexander from UCT, demonstrating the unfairness of English as the only medium in most South African schools. Guys, in a country where... Anyway, so the docu is called Sink or Swim, Navigating Language in the Classroom. Watch.
Check it out.
Enkosi tshara. Ilight gas yayo ibeke ice ngaphezulu sizawuqada iice. Sizawuthini? Sizawuqada iice. Sizawuthini? Sizawuthini? Sizawuqada iice ngoku. Sizawuthini? Yo. Leyo. Sizawuthini? Sizawuqada iice.
Yeah. What are we gonna do? Yes. What are we gonna do? Yes, melting the ice. What are we gonna do? Yes.
I literally nearly chewed my own tongue off there.
I think what UCG has done is absolutely fantastic. Once again, this should have been done in 1994. Come on.
But you know what? It's been done now, and we have the insight now, so let's do that. This is Musa Mtombeni. This is Kuli Roberts. This is Nina Hasty. I am Pabi Muloy. You are our favorite. Bye-bye.